Hey, all you lucky dogs who are out there in the tree, I'm like stupid envious right now. These next 3 days are going to be, in my opinion, your 3 biggest opportunities of the entire year to capitalize on giant whitetails. They're gonna make a lot of mistakes. We had a front that just moved through here in southeast Iowa, we're moving through, and we've got some northwest winds. It feels like a little bit here, but it's kind of swirling a little bit, so I'm guessing hopefully north winds prevail here pretty quick. And those of you who are gonna stand tonight, I'm sure you guys are gonna see a lot of action if you're in the right places. That's not food sources, not food sources. Not that you can't kill a big one on there, but if you do, I bet he's just walking through and he's not looking for food. So think hard in your brains where you see does the most and where you see the most edges that come together. And by edges, I mean, for example, like this honeysuckle behind me, if you see a big row of that, you should be on that where it intersects with another big row, if it's even in rows where you're at, or clusters of it. Either way, find rooms, as I call them, like that, meaning where diversity comes together in the timber, not property lines, not fence lines, although it can be fence lines. Obviously, whitetails don't know whose property they're on. Find those places that collide, and if you do, you're gonna be in some really, really good hunting, especially if you know there's does there normally. So that doesn't mean you can't hunt fields. Like I said, back up off the fields, catch them in the pinch points around corners. If you've done timber work, you already know what you're going to do, I'm sure. And then if you are hunting even public land, whatever it is, just you got to find the terrain funnels, number one, and number two, most importantly, find the does, and number three, place yourself in the areas in which the most habitat changes come together, or rooms as I call them, or hallways, where all that stuff intersects, and you'll probably take down one of the biggest bucks, I'm sure, in the area you're hunting. And when I say biggest, I should say most mature, because most mature doesn't always mean the biggest antlers. So that's how you're gonna take one down for sure in the next 3 days. And morning, noon, and night, sit all day if you can. I got my kiddos, so I'm out, although I'll probably shoot you a few little videos here and there over the weekend. And best of luck to everybody, stay safe, and man, my favorite 3 days of the year, kick some tail.